Hey everybody, how are you today? Okay, so for me it's Friday afternoon. It's the end of the week and I am going to be going hard on my business over the weekend. I tend to do less during the week because I work full time, and then I get stuck into the things that I love, which is doing things online and creating content. I've got a new cheat sheet due to come out soon called Small Business Automation, and that'll be available. And if anybody wants to jump in and say hello or have a chat about anything, I've just posted the link into the comments below. So for everybody just joining, I'm Tania from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. And this is just my late night with Tania, where I just talk about everything that's been going on, see if you've got any questions, take it easy and say hi. So if you're watching, say hi in the comments. If you like what you're watching, share it, let everybody know what's going on. So yesterday I was talking about Loom, which is a free product that allows you to make really easy videos. One of the big things when you're creating videos is you want to have a cover. And that when you upload it to YouTube, you can have a custom cover, all those sorts of things. So use Canva. Canva is one of the products I really like using because it is free. You can buy backgrounds and all sorts of other things like that, and it's just sitting there waiting for you to use. It's a really easy product to use. Loom is a really easy product to use. Zoom is a really easy product to use. And BeLive TV is a really easy product to use. I have a pattern for software and automations that I like to get, and that is that they're easy to use. I do software testing quite often. People ask me to try something out, read something, or just test whatever's due to come out soon. And the thing I always look for is that if I don't read the manual, because I'm one of those weird people who actually do like reading manuals. It's just me. I'm weird. I'm happy to admit to it. But most people don't. So when they see a product, they expect to be able to click on a few places and it will work. So when I'm testing and playing with software and making sure that it works, and I try to break it in every possible way, and that's what I consider important when you're testing software. When I try to break it in every possible way, I always do it without actually having read the manual to see how easy it is to use this without having to read a whole heap of help text, because most people don't. Now, if you're one of the people in the world who are like me, who actually like reading and like testing out manuals and software and seeing what makes them work, we're very rare. Be proud. Be one of the few. But for the majority of people, they just want to get it to work. So when I find products that are pretty easy to use, I let everybody know about them for that reason, because I know the majority of people don't read manuals. Hi, Saddam. Nice to see you join in. So as I started this out, I was talking about Loom yesterday. Today I'm talking about Canva, to be able to make covers and to make ebook covers. Several of my first cookbooks were made with a Canva ebook cover. And my VA book, Virtual Assistant book, was written with was given a Canva cover. My VA helped me with some bits of it, but, you know, keeping it simple is what I'm all about, and making it easy to use and being able to quickly get something created. And it's my mantra is to find the simple way of doing things, and using automation as much as possible. It's what I love to do. So don't go looking for the most expensive. Do searches in Google for the best free whatever you're looking for and try it out. Hi Arkham, nice to see you join in. Thank you so much. I do these Facebook Lives every night now, and I will be restarting my morning ones come Monday. And I'm doing a couple of Facebook Lives in my group over the weekend. So if you'd like to find out some really interesting information, make sure you join Business Automation 101 if you run a business and if you're interested in automation. I am always looking for the easy way of doing things, because Why waste time trying to learn something that you may only need once or twice? I have friends who have gone and done CSS courses and HTML courses, and anybody who's watched me over several Facebook Lives know I really don't like HTML and CSS. I understand it, I can use it if I need to, but I don't, so if I can avoid it, I do it at all costs, or I find a program that creates it for me. But I've had friends who have gone and done CSS and HTML courses simply to change the cover of their theme of their website. 3 or 4 weeks, 7 weeks, 12 weeks in one case, just to be able to change the color of their website. Huge, for me, a silly waste of time. Now, if they were doing it because they planned to be working in HTML, I would have really been encouraging them and everything else like that. I'm an absolute information hoarder. I love learning new things. But everything new that I learn is either because it's part of a job, or it's because I can see a need for it in the future. I did learn WordPress, but I was creating websites at that time. So knowing how to use it meant that I could create more websites. Learning how to do Facebook ads, I learned how to do that because I had ads that I wanted to put in at the time. Social media, information about YouTube, all of the things that I've learned was something that I was using at the time. But when it's been something that it's of no use to me because I'm not interested in it or I don't want to use it, I don't spend the time on it. So I suppose it's something that people have to think about. But as a part of that, I keep looking for the easiest way of doing anything. Now, Abdul has asked a question, can you help poor people for getting education? Yes. Go to YouTube, Google, and go to Facebook. There is masses of information about learning available on those 3 free platforms. How to, Google how to do, how to be, how to become, whatever you're interested in, and you can get an education. There are literally millions of videos and Facebook posts being made that can give you information and can educate you. So don't allow your belief that you need to go to a school or a college to be able to get an education get in your way. YouTube is one of the best teachers available. Google is the best way to find out information. You may need to educate yourself in how to interpret what you read. Don't take the first thing. Look for good news and bad news. Look for good reviews. Look for bad reviews. I was talking earlier about trying to find some software that you want to use. If you're looking for software, you look for good reviews about Canva. Look for bad reviews about Canva as an example. And then read both sides of the story. And that's also a part of educating yourself. If you want to become educated, which means you have information, read everybody who might be expressing an opinion and then make your own judgment, make your own choice. I believe what this person said, I believe what that person said. But you have to start by actually doing it yourself. Schools are great for actually teaching you to learn how to study. Because when you're trying to get yourself an education, you have to be prepared to do some work. I talk about this quite often, and I know it's horrible for everybody who thinks that you can make $10,000 in 5 minutes with no skills or background, and you've got hundreds of people out there telling you, yes, you can do this. But you've got to have a bit of knowledge. You've got to have a bit of education for whatever interest you have. You have to know what you're talking about in order to do most things. So if you're not willing to put the work in, then you're not going to get anything out. And that's, I hope, has answered your question, Abdul. And if it's not, ask me another question. Excuse me. You've got to do a lot of things yourself. You can ask for help, definitely ask for help. If you're looking for education or training or whatever it might be and you don't know where to go, exactly as Abdul did, ask a question. Where can I find out? Does anybody know where? Is there a better way of doing something? Ask the questions in Facebook groups. Ask the question on your timeline. Somebody that you might have as a friend might have the answer for you. They might know where you can find out more information about something that you're interested in. But between Facebook, YouTube, and Google, if it's not on there, then it's very, very obscure, or it's very, very old. And even that is, you know, Google was doing a huge project to try and get as much printed material online, and then there was issues with it, and they didn't end up making that available and had to destroy it. But anything that's current can be found. There's so much information out there. I was trying to find out something about someone, and I Googled their name plus their town that they lived in, and I got a whole heap of information. That's how much we live online. You know, you Google my name, you'll find heaps of bits and pieces of information. So take responsibility and educate yourself. Don't expect somebody to give it to you. And with the amount of internet and free Wi-Fi and everything that's available out there, if you've got a phone, and there are millions and billions of us who have a phone, then you can look up information. Now, you might have a trouble with the language you speak, but that's again where you start looking for and Googling and searching for information in your language. And all of that is searchable because people love sharing information. That's how you can get an education. And that's how I've learned so much of what I've done. I've just gone Googling and reading and putting things together. So we got a little bit heavier than I normally do overnight, but the questions get asked and I answer them. So that's been my Facebook Live for today. They're always fairly short. I just share what's happening in the world, let you know about some great free products or even some paid products depending on what's going on. And tonight it was Canva. Have a look at Canva and see what you can create with a free program. You do not have to spend a huge amount of money to be online and to create. You know, you can get away using a whole heap of free products. Okay, that's my Facebook Live for tonight. I'll see you all in my next video. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. Thank you so much for watching my show, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody. Good night. Trying to end my broadcast? I hope it is. There we go.